So, are you in those pre-retirement stormy waters with not enough cash in the bank and no pension, loans out of control, and retirement just over the horizon? Well, it's Chris here from Retire Me Wealthy, and today we're going to take a deep dive into budgeting and getting all those facts and figures straightened up the right way so you can start to get your retirement plan all laid out. And we'll work off the Martin Lewis budget planner because it's a good planner, and I just happen to have a copy printed out that I can refer to. So you'll find a link in the description below to download yourself a copy to print out, or make an Excel spreadsheet and fill it in from your computer. First off, we want to go through it all and see what it's all about, and then start filling in the blanks in each section. Weekly, monthly or yearly, it doesn't matter because at the end we multiply or divide the figures and make them into monthly. So when you fill it all in, you'll see how solvent you are on a monthly basis. So first off, we want to see our total income as of right now. If you're married or with a partner, have grown-up kids, lodgers or other people who sort of hang around, don't forget to include any income that comes from these other sources, because we're looking at your total household income. So we have a base figure to work from. And then onto the expenses, we start with the section 1, the household section. Now, it's easy to rush through this bit and just put on the mortgage or rent, council tax and the heating, but there's a lot more to it than that. And be sure to add in all those other little expenses like the internet broadband and TV licence if you've got one. I hope you've got one. Check all your bank statements for all those little extras that you may forget. Section 2 is about insurance, and as well as any life cover that we may have, we also might have to look at pet insurance or boiler insurance, the kind of things we forget until payment comes out of the bank at renewal time. Section 3, and now we're talking eating and drinking, and including in here is smoking and vapes, if you're still going down that route. When you see how much smoking and vaping really costs, it may be a good time to invest in a few patches and some gum and try and quit. And of course, as a bonus, you could add a few years onto your life. That's if you want them. Section 4 is motoring and transport, and car loans comes under the next section. But this section deals with car tax, maintenance, petrol, plus any rail and bus costs if applicable. Section 5 is about cards and loans and includes how you're paying for your car if you have one on finance. This is a good time to really get to grips with the credit cards and store cards and high interest loans, because you'll never be able to rest easy in retirement if you've got expensive outgoings and eye-watering monthly loan payments. They need paying off sooner rather than later. We'll go through a couple of ways how to do that at the end of this video, so stay around. Section 6 is where you can list all the costs of your family life, from childcare to laundry and dry cleaning, and including pets. And section 7 is all about savings and investments, including any pension payments, stocks and shares, ISAs and such like. Now section 8 is where you list those recreation costs like cinema or theatre, DVDs and Netflix and golf, football and other hobbies. You know, the important things in life. Sections 9 and 10 relate to health, beauty and clothing, and costs here range from healthcare plans you have to dentists and opticians and cosmetics to gym membership and work and leisure clothes. Section 11 covers any educational or tuition fees, and more of that shortly. Section 12 is for those one-off events like Christmas, birthdays and holidays, and Section 13 is for anything else you can think of like charity donations, newspapers and books and magazines. So each section has a monthly total, and after you've added up all the totals, you get to see exactly how your income and expenditure pans out. Exciting, isn't it? Now, it may be good news, or it might be bad news, but at least you know where you stand and how you can look forward and begin to start making a future plan. Maybe you need to prune a few expenses and rethink some payments you might be making. You can also start looking at what we might call our assets and define what are our liabilities. So payment for insurance, health supplements and gym are all things to improve our life. But smoking, too much food and too much booze are all things that won't improve our life, and they cost a lot of money. Betting, the lottery, tattoos, all good fun, but they drain the resources. So it's decision time. We have to be realistic about our retirement lifestyle. Don't expect to retire and live the same lifestyle that you did when you were working. You will likely need to make some adjustments to your spending habits in order to maximise your savings. But when you retire, there may be several costs that get wiped out, like commuting and work costs and work clothes. But don't feel retirement is wandering around in your carpet slippers and watching daytime TV, because there's big opportunities to explore. Suddenly, we have time to explore them. For example, if you have a skill or hobby that you can monetize, start a part-time business. If you've got DIY skills, take a course in plumbing. Learn about fixing taps and repairing central heating radiators. Advertise locally through Facebook or Gumtree or any other local platform you can find. Because there is a scarcity of tradespeople capable of doing those little jobs at a fair price. Like putting IKEA wardrobes together, mowing lawns and trimming hedges. And people of our age know about fair prices and good customer service, turning up on time and tidying up afterwards. My own recommendation is an online business, and you can read all about it in my retirement plan report. And you can get access to that report in the link in the description below. Now, whether you want a hands on business or an online one, you may need to make an investment in section 11 of the budget planner, education or tuition fees. Invest in yourself. And that was one of the major pieces of advice Warren Buffett always gives out. Invest in yourself. And he certainly did. And it didn't do him any harm because he's worth about $117 billion, I think, at last count. So, we've taken a strong look at developing a budget for retirement, even if we're not flush with money. Look out for more videos where we talk about how to further refine our budget plans and strategy. And thanks for staying around and sharing my retirement budget video. And if you've got any nuggets of information out of it that can help you plan your future, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel. And a pleasant comment would be nice. And try and knock off those cigarettes and vapes. They are bad for you, you know. Bye for now.